when we do back, we also do chest opening to stretch our back. So that's always a given for my workers. All right, well, with that being said, yogis, welcome to class. My name is Tiffany. The hardest part is over. You've gotten here. You're on your mat, your towel, your rug, whatever you're really comfy in. And I would like you to get in the most comfy seat possible. Whether you're up on blocks or props, grab some pillows, some blankets if you want to use those as accessories throughout your class, and meet me on your mat. It's freezing in my basement, so I'm just turning around my little fan here. It's very cold down here. All right, yogis. If you like your props, blocks are great to sit on in the beginning of class. You can tell if you need them if you check in with your low back, the neutral arch, and if it feels really knobby because it's pushing out, we need a little boost up. So elevating our hips above our knees encourages the neutral arch of our backs. And whenever you get really cozy, propping anything up necessary, I'm going to ask you just to rest your palms by your sides. If you're feeling overstimulated, palms are down for grounding. If you're feeling underwhelmed and you need some energy, palms turn up. You're just going to soak in the good vibes that we are virtually sending you. Let's mark the beginning of our practice with 3 breaths in through the nose and an open mouth sigh. Take 1 normal breath in, however it comes. 1 normal breath out. You're in a safe space on your mat. Feel free to blink your eyes closed, breathing in through the nostrils. And then out through an open mouth. And it may be audible, like, oh, a big sigh feels so good. As you inhale through your nose, building up the long spine, lift up through your muscles along the sides of your spine, and then exhale to release everything else. Last one, top of head rises a little bit. We begin to fill up with that beautiful energy. Exhale, releasing anything that doesn't serve us and feeling our grounding, feeling our nourishment coming up from Mother Earth. Let's add in some arms. Lifting arms overhead, eyes blink open if they were closed. Exhale, hands down around low back, right thumb on top for a tiny clasp, and push your knuckles to the floor, beginning our chest opening. Peel your shoulders and your elbows back. Lift your heart to the sky. Next breath in, arms rise up again. Eyes may follow if your neck feels good. Right back down around low back, left thumb on top. Press knuckles to floor, lift again. This time, keep eyes forward and take your knuckles around your left side body. So I'm gonna peek them out around the corner here. It's okay if it doesn't go that far. We'll just direct them over there somehow to release tension from your right shoulder. Now, if it feels good, take a peek over your right shoulder and then a peek over your left shoulder, moving a little bit through our necks. Let's pay really special attention to our necks today. Any feedback that our joints give us, we'll listen. And my guidance is just an invitation. 1 more each way. We listen to our bodies over me all through class today. Knuckles back to chase the floor. Lift your chest up. Big breath up and under your collarbones. Come back, eyes forward, and wrap fists, or just direct them towards the right side, all the way around to snuggle against your ribs. This time we're going to drop our ear towards the left shoulder. Come back to center and drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Noticing we're a little limited on the right side. Lift up. If this feels too much, continue with your little peeks over each shoulder that we did on the first side. Those big breaths are very grounding and nourishing. In through the nose, cooling air comes in, warming air leaves the lips. Back into the center with both our eyes and our knuckles. Arms reach up and overhead. Hands land on the thighs or your floor, whatever's comfy, and tuck your chin to your chest. We spoke in class earlier about tech neck. We're going to take our fingers very light to the back of our head, a tiny push down, and then I want you to lift your head towards me. Eye gaze forward. So as I'm pulling my head, I'm and I'm strengthening my back body chain, especially the muscles that get really loose and long with tech neck, with jutting forward and dropping down. Lifting up, crown of head rising to sky. One more big breath in here. Arms lift overhead, and then let's exhale, releasing hands to earth, moving any props we have to find child's pose. I'm gonna show you from the side. If you have props, we won't need those here, but we're gonna come into child's pose and extend our arms overhead. Let's walk like spiders. Fingers keep walking out a little further. Find length through the side body, width between each rib, dropping nose towards the earth and pulling through the hips, hip bones towards heels. Yogis, through class, you're welcome to have pillows under bellies here, under buns. Anytime we need something to be more comfortable, please drop and grab it and then come back to us. Now let's take a little spin, dropping right ribs towards the earth, lifting left, dropping left ribs towards earth, lifting right. Kind of like you're just rocking over some super gentle waves, waking up our shoulders, eye gaze is down, neck is long, and we're rolling our body like a rolling pin over dough. Our thighs are the dough, just kind of massaging through the belly. If it feels really good, but you don't love belly on thighs, take knees a little wider, and then you can drop in with a little bit more deepening in your back. Now start to pull hips away so we feel a hollowing in our armpits. One more roll each way. Closing knees again so we can rest our belly on our thighs and draw your left arm back. We're gonna push out of the right arm to twist to the left side. I'm just gonna swivel my eyes over my left pinky finger. Start to wake up the side body. One more big breath in here. Come back to the front, right arm scoots back, and we press out of the left arm to twist to the right side, swiveling chin to the right side. Hopefully you feel a big stretch in both side bodies, a little hug on your internal organs. Coming on back to extended child's pose, up into tabletop, and reach up with the right arm. Let's see how high we can go. Out to the side is good. If we can lift to the high sky, that's great. Reach to the stars, and then thread under the left elbow. Our buns are gonna stick up here. We're gonna press our buns back and up. As we reach our right arm under left elbow, left arm goes overhead, and allow your right face, the ear, the temple, your cheek to rest on the mat or grab a pillow or a block. If your left arm is bothering you, you can wrap it around your low back, and that's a beautiful shoulder release. Left arm reaches back out. Let's rewind slowly the way we came in, back to tabletop. When you get there, right arm reaches back up, and then release it to the earth. Try the left arm a little bit, or a lot, big reach. Thread your needle, left arm turns palm down, and we walk out towards the right side. Rest down on the left side of your face. Right arm reaches overhead. So nice here. If you have a pillow or a block, to send your body really long, top of head to tail. And if your neck doesn't mind, drop your head to the floor. Right arm can wrap around your low back. Release your shoulder. Press your right forearm into the low back. Let's unwind that so slowly. Moving with grace and ease. Lift your left arm back up. And then right on down to the earth. Yogis, from this tabletop, we're tucking our toes, and we're gonna start to rock forward and back, just to stretch out the bottoms of our feet before we start standing. This is a great warm-up for our wrists and our shoulders. Not just forward and back. Let's move a little to the sides, left and right, but then try to go like northeast and southwest, go every little direction. See if we can press back a little further, and then if it feels good, we may crouch. We're gonna lift our knees and start to crouch back here. Maybe we come forward with a hovering tabletop, That gets really hard on our thighs, but it's a wonderful stretch for the belly, waking everything up slowly. Last big breath in and out. Take a moment here and then send, once knees come back to earth, send your right foot up to the sky like you're gonna stamp a footprint up there. Flatten out left foot if toes were tucked, and start to circle this knee. Even little circles are great, but we're gonna stir the pot here. So we wanna get the whole sides of the pot really stirred up. While you're here, belly draws in, navel towards your spine. Get your transverse abdominals like a corset hugging in. And then lengthen shoulders from hip bones, ribs long, top of head long. Let's try one more rotation each way. Press your toes behind you, really long, left arm extends. A pointer. We're getting really long in our back body here. Lengthen out, one more big breath. And then release. So before we move on, let's take the backs of our hands down. If this feels okay. If it's not, one hand at a time. Try to spread your thumb open really wide and then move a little bit here, stretching out the front of our wrists. That's tough, isn't it? Flip the other palm. If you only did one at a time, flip to the other side. And then when you're ready to come back, yogis, tabletop again. Left foot rises, stamp your foot up to the ceiling, really push, belly in, long body, and start to stir your pot, even if they're tiny circles. I have a habit of doing two one way, two the other way, but whatever works for you, just so we're about equal in every direction, full of breath. We want to see our hip socket. It's a ball and socket joint, and see if you can make that ball move every little nook and cranny in the socket. Last breath cycle, one more big in breath. Last big out breath. Send the left foot behind you, really stamp to the wall. Right arm extends. Thumb is up here. We're reaching, connecting with our breath to elongate. Release. Back into our crouch. Toes are tucked. Knees are elevating and we're rising to forward fold. So crouch as long as it feels good. Spin around if it's right for you. And when you're ready, walk hands back to rise into forward fold. Great time, my friends, to grab blocks or books if you like them for your warming sun salutation practice. From our forward fold, let's rise to the sky. Bend your knees really big and roll your body one vertebrae at a time. Articulating your spine. We have no time to rush. Reach to sky. From here, let the arms fall. Chair pose, sink your buns. I know you're probably tired of sitting in your chair, but your yoga chair gets you really strong, so push your buns back. Arms overhead or anywhere you like them today. Stay right there for another breath. I'll show you options for arms, only if you need them, okay? Any arms are great. Okay, when you're ready, rise to extended mountain pose. Tip to the right side, root your left foot down, soften your knees and lengthen some more. Back to center. Tip to the left, root your right foot down, really lengthen in the tipping side. One more each way, but this time left foot steps behind. Now go a little bigger and feel free to be playful in all postures. So moving my head and neck, moving my eyes and chest will really change it. Back to the center, right leg steps behind, tip up and then over. Take up as much space as you can in your surroundings today. Move your body a little bit. Back to the center, sweep into chair, inhale, rise. Exhale, release, back to forward fold. Okay, let's move, yogis. Halfway lift, fingertips dangle from the earth, directly under shoulders, or they can be feather light on our shins. Release back to forward fold. Right leg steps back for a lunge. Let's kneel our first set of lunges. Allow your hips to be really gooey like honey. Move them around a little bit down here. Lifting your arms overhead, and then take a goalpost formation. Let's lift our chests open and close our palms and forearms, like we're opening into a cow, top of head, tailbone back, and closing into a cat, arching your back like a scaredy cat. Two more, breathe in, breathe out. Last one, we're gonna really move some energy here. Open, receive, exhale, push and send. Landing hands outside front foot. Shift your hips back for half split. Great time for blocks, yogis. If I had them, I could be up here, or pillows, or books. I may not need my arms at all. So let's do what feels great for our individual practice today. Shift back forward, find child's pose. You can take your legs, swing it out to the side, or draw it underneath you. Extended child's pose to cat stance. Bring your body forward and arch up like an angry cat. Pull your chest through for cow. It's okay if your hands are forward here because we're adding this into a vinyasa. Tailbone up, top of head up. Tuck toes, scoop up to downward facing dog. And pause here, alternating your knee bends and your heel pushes. This is called walking the dog. And it's just so fun and silly. So walk your dog for a minute. Feel free to wag your tail. Shimmy around a little bit, loosen up your body. Once you find stillness in your down dog, we're gonna wrap our biceps forward and triceps back, giving us a little bit more space in our shoulders, pressing pad of thumb and the base of index finger down. Roll forward when you're ready, my friends, from down dog to plank. Drop to knees for round one. Bring your chest through the elbow window and then lower bit by bit, slow and steady. To the earth we go. Baby cobra, tops of feet energized. Really push all 5 toes down. Hover hands, reach them out to your sides. Lift from back body, backs of hands, back of neck. Pull long, top of head to tail. Hands back down, push back to child. But before you get there, swing your puppy dog tail. Hips to the right, hips to the left. Do that as many times as it feels great. Child to down dog. Just a quick down dog this time. Right leg rises. Push your foot long away from the top of your head. Look forward, point your toes and crunch your knee underneath of you to land heel in between thumbs. Now, if you got stuck, no worries. Grab your ankle, help it through. We're back to kneeling lunge. And then make your hips like honey. Just kind of spin around a little bit here. If it's too low and you feel a little stuck, come up higher. When you're ready, arms rise. Breathe in. Goalpost arms. Remember our cat cows here? So we have a cow as we open elbows, and then we close forearms into angry cat. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Really tuck your chin. You can even take a little bow if it feels good. Inhale, open. Think about rounding your back and just letting the stress float away like little butterflies leaving a cage. Inhale. Exhale. Frame out your front foot. Shift your hips back, half splits. So remember, I can be anywhere that feels good. Front toes down, front toes up. Fingers elevated, no hands. I could be stretching all the way forward. Crawl back forward and step into fold, back leg in. Take a second in your fold. Congrats on warming yourselves up in sun salutations. Inhale, rise. Okay, a little baby back bend at the top. Soft knees. Elevate as much as you can through your side body and then tip back the tiniest little bit. Open your arms if it's accessible. Tuck your chin and then rise back to stand. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Round 2, yogis. Let's combine breath with movements. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg lunges back. We don't have to continue kneeling, but know that it's there for you if you would ever like it. Twisting this time. Left hand down, right arm rises. Eyes follow fingers if it feels good for our necks. Right arm falls wide. Left arm opens. Opening our twist, giving our belly space to breathe. Top arm floats down. Press back to child's for rolling cat. Take a stretch in child's and stay longer anywhere your body asks you to. Roll forward to cat pose. Inhale. Pass through cow. Shoulders down, top of head and tail lifted. Ease back to child's. Tuck toes and scoop your hips to down dog. Take a second to stretch out here. Roll forward to plank when you're ready. Kneeling is always there for you. Chaturanga. Chest lowers to elbows slowly. Full body to the floor. Again, toes connect. All 10 toes push down. Send the body up, lifting as if you're being magnetized from back of neck, long through spine. And reach your arms overhead this time. Remember, arms overhead are hard, so if you want goalpost arms, keep them. Fingers to floor, keep them. Last breath in. Hands back under the shoulders, ease your body back into child's. Take a little swing like a puppy dog. Tuck your toes, rise to dog, full dog this time. Stretch out and then rise through left leg. Let's think about finding length everywhere. So push your left leg far behind you. Take a look forward, crunch your knee with pointed toes in towards your thumbs. If you got stuck, grab your ankle, help your heel right under your knee, and then just ease into your hips. Beautiful, closed twist. Left arm rises, breathe in. Really open. You can play with your arms, remember, you can move them any which way to relieve shoulder tension. Top arm down, right arm rises. Now set your arm out wide here so we're balanced. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, right arm releases. Back leg steps in. Sometimes we get stuck and we have to drag it in, right? However you can get there, fold deeply and release. Let's clasp our hands behind our low back again. Try to drop your chin to your chest and allow your full crown to shake off towards the floor. Shake your head a big no. And if your knuckles feel good elevating to sky, try that. Get heavy and slinky in your shoulders. Stop your shake for a second. I always like to finish on the positive, so shake it, yes. We are ready, yogis, for a challenge in our sun salutations. Are you ready? Fingertips fall to the earth. Let them just, whew. Sometimes they float down like cement blocks. Eyes open if they were closed. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, release. Climb to sky, extended mountain pose. My friends, sink into chair pose. We are progressing through 2 rounds of sun salutations with eyes closed to really feel our bodies. I know you can do this. Blink them closed. Be confident. We'll get through this together. From your chair with closed eyes, forward fold with closed eyes. Feel your hips rising, knees pulling high into thighs. Fingers slide up the shins, halfway lift, flat back extension, shoulders melt back. Release back to fold. Your right leg steps back. Find your whereabouts slowly, coming in and out with ease and gentleness. Lift your chin forward so your chest opens. Press back to child's pose. Back knee can come down to scoot front leg back. Ease back into child's. Find your cat-cow, angry cat back. Belly towards floor, tailbone, top of head rising cow. Tuck 10 toes under. Scoop your hips to the sky, rise to dog. This is where it gets fun. Roll forward into plank. Now, just because you can't see doesn't make you any less strong. I know you've got this. Bend the elbows so they're facing back. Chest stops at elbows. Pause for a second. To the earth we go. Baby cobra, lifting up from the back body. Toes are pressing down. Active and energized through the legs. If you feel great, push palms under shoulders and lift to straight arms, lifting to your up dog, knees and thighs lift. Child's pose, sit back for a second, downward facing dog, tuck 10 toes and rise. Keeping eyes closed, yogis, you've got this. Right leg lifts, push out long, find the connection and length. Lift your chin as if you're gonna look forward, crunch your knee to your belly, land your heel in between your thumbs, and feel free to use your back knee. Start to kneel again if it makes you more confident. Lift your eyes like you're gonna look at me, but I know they're still closed, right? Back leg steps in, or you could drag it in. Find your feet next to one another. Drop your top body heavily down. Let's roll a little bit to one side, roll a little bit to the other like you're spinning around the corner here. Fingertips come to shins, halfway lift. Bend your knees back into chair pose. Reach your arms overhead. Scary being up here with closed eyes, isn't it? But you're getting stronger and more balanced by the second. Stand tall, last round, extended mountain pose. Shift your weight side to side. Find your balance. Know that you can do this. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly float like a swan dive. Forward and down into fold. Fingertips slide up your shins, top of your head to me. Soften your knees long in the back bodies. Release to fold. Left leg lunges back. Feel free to kneel, yogis. Open your heart. Bring your chest through so you're long. Press back to child's. Drop back knee to find your way back there a little bit more easily. Cat-cow. Roll through this. Just an angry cat quickly. A cow quickly. And then right up to down dog. Feels good. It's a groovy way to enter our down dogs. Move a little bit. Shifting forward into plank. Find your shoulders over your wrists. Really feel that. Navel to spine. Exhale to come chest to elbows. Pause for a second. Find a back bend of your choice. Toes, knees, and thighs against the mat. Pressing up, feeling we could lift bigger. Push palms under shoulders for up dog. Ease back to child's pose. We're nearly done. Hang in with eyes closed. 10 toes tucked. Down dog it is. Rise up. Left foot lifts. Push away. Find more length. Crunch your knee in underneath your belly. Feel it land right between your thumbs or help it forward. Back leg steps forward. Big toes meet. Forward fold. Give a little swing and sway. Make it fun and challenging to have eyes closed. Halfway lift, inhale. Feel tension drop from shoulders. Sink your hips, lift your arms. We're almost there. One last breath with eyes closed. Blink your eyes open. We did it, guys. Are you a little cockeyed on your mat like me? Coming to stand tall. Exhale, forward fold. Well done, yogis. Eyes are open now. We are gonna move on. Right leg steps back. From this lunge, turn your full blade edge of right foot down. Windmill, right arm to sky, left arm follows, and we're in warrior two. Okay, sink in here. Now let's manually feel our hips opening. So sometimes we see things differently than they're actually happening. So it's nice to take your hands and really push open so that your hip is long away from knee pushing out to baby toe, and then we're just kind of peeling hips open. You can do the same across your chest and right out through your fingers to feel the openness happening. When we get down here, ease into your warrior two, beautiful. Eye gaze down your left fingertips, and then sweep your left palm up to find reverse warrior, sweep up. Now back arm stays elevated, so we are really long in the right side body. If your back arm is tired, it's okay to let it fall. Just breathe into the right side. Right back into warrior two, extending warrior two, reach out through the left fingers. Land your forearm on your thigh, but really light like it's a buoy. Right arm up. Now same thing, yogis. Left side so long that I could elevate my left arm and hug a beach ball overhead. Yep. One more big breath in. On the exhalation, back to warrior two. Let's go just a bit faster. Connect it with your breath. Sun warrior. I like this because I think of the sunshine. I'm rising it high in the sky, also known as reverse warrior. Beach ball hug overhead if possible. Nice. Passing through a quick warrior two to extended warrior two. Beach ball hug overhead if possible. Nice rotation through top shoulder. Two more rounds. Warrior two. Sun warrior. And if you're doing it with bottom arms, release, that's nice too. Do what feels best today. Extended warrior two. Bottom arm could be down. Nice. Rebend into your left leg for this last round. Big, beautiful breath in to rise into reverse. Big, beautiful breath out to windmill, back to extended warrior two, with or without the bottom arm lifting. And we get a big reward. Straighten your left leg. Sweep your fingertips skywards, reach towards the wall behind you, and create a beautiful long diagonal line, reverse triangle pose. Soften your left knee, soften your facial features. Well done, yogis. Coming back to warrior two. Soften here for a second. And then we want to find a little bit of determination in our mind. Sweep into lunge towards your left toes. It's okay if you're really wide, just step your back toes in a little bit. We're gonna shift our weight forward to find warrior three. Remember that all arms are doable. So shift into your left leg, elevate right foot. If you have a wall like me, you could use it. Right toes can always stay on the ground. But from here, we're slowly going to elevate back foot a little higher, then release it. Lift back leg, touch it back down. If it's on the floor, you're lifting and lowering. Lift and lower. Any arms will do. I'm just a little stuck in my space, so I don't have room to extend overhead, but that's a really tough way to tackle warrior three. We have 3 more pulses. We can also reach behind us. 2 more big ones. And 1. Step back into your lunge. Yogis, bend your left knee. Step back slowly. Land back into lunge. Exhale, frame out your front foot. Well done there. Do you want a vinyasa or are you tired? If you want a break, come on into child's pose and take a break. If you want a vinyasa with me, downward facing dog. Vinyasa is the flow of breath with body movements. Plank position, chaturanga, any back bend that feels really good. Exhale, push back down dog. Right leg rises high, but this time let's pause, guys. Push your leg out, bend your knee. Heel comes towards your left shoulder. Open your hip like a gigantic yawn. If you feel really good, you can pop up to your right fingertips. Eye gaze out under your right armpit. Land right palm again, look forward and circle your right knee to outside your right pinky finger. We're gonna land in a wide lunge. Outside right pinky finger here. Wide lunge, now pull your chest through so you're really light on your fingertips again, or use blocks to help you up. Left foot steps outside left pinky finger. You're either in a yogi squat or you could be in a power squat. Arms are anywhere, depending on how your hips feel. If you're able to, a little push with your right arm, a little push with your left arm. Even if you're in power squat here, I could do a little push, opening up my inner thighs. Tented fingers make this a bit more intense, as do interlaced knuckles. Interlaced knuckles are my favorite, because then you can really push, yeah. And then a little bit of a spin, like a pivot on one heel, a pivot on the other. Again, even if you're up here, we're just moving through our hip flexibility. Last big breath in, last big breath out. Guys, forward fold, wide-legged, palms down, hips rise, toes turn in. Let's lift all the way up to the sky, rolling super slowly, no time to rush. I love these little hops. When you get to extended mountain pose, bend your knees, toe heel in, or just hop, hop. Great job. Lift up long, baby back bend. Bend your knees, but lengthen out of low back before you tip back. Open your arms, and then come back to center, chin tucks. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. All right, let's get this party started on the other side. From your forward fold, left leg steps back. You're in a lunge. Late edge of left foot falls. Left arm, like you're doing a slow motion cartwheel. The arms open, and you're soft and gentle in warrior two. So I really love a manual adjustment. We can do that again on this side, just kind of feeling like finding space in the hips, finding softness in the knee, finding elevation, like this left thigh is rolling out and energizing to open. Pushing, you can find it in your belly, you can find it across your shoulders, and then push the arms long. Eye gaze down the right fingertips. Beautiful, yogis. Flip your right palm, really nice to open your shoulder, and then guide your palms skywards, lifting up through the left arm if you're able. Let it fall if it's too much. Sun warrior. Back to warrior two. Right arm falls to thigh, left arm rises. If it's in our practice today, right arm rises up, squeeze a beach ball overhead. Really nice length in the right side body, gorgeous. Back to warrior two and connect it with your breath. Sun or reverse warrior, rise high, back arm, I encourage the length, or you could push your side wall away. Sweep back to warrior two, no fast stuff here, just smooth, slow transitions. I encourage right arm rising, holding your beach ball. Good, 2 more big rounds, inhale. You can make it seamless and just extend the beach ball overhead and then sweep your beach ball one way then the other. Yes, nice, both side bodies long. Rebend your right knee for this last one, yogis. Inhale. Exhale. Let your breath guide you. Straighten your right leg. Sweep arms overhead and then back behind you. Trying to find a beautiful diagonal line from right toes up through right fingers. Let your left arm fall if it feels best. Reverse triangle pose. When you've regained your strength and energy, we're gonna turn the corner to lunge. Right lunge, but we can draw that back leg in. We wanna get our right knee really bent so we can elevate the back leg for warrior three. One of my favorite places to start is palms at heart center. Shift and lift. We don't need to elevate off the ground. This is a great warrior three, squared hips, long body, up dog or baby cobra in the chest. When you get there, if you find stability and you're able to extend, go for it. If you're able to bounce, lift your left heel up a tad bit, release it. Lift your left heel a tad bit, release. We're gonna extend by pushing long through the heel. Push long. Let's go for 4 more while you're breathing, really steady and strong. 2 more, finding strength in the right side cheek. Last big push. Bend your right knee, tap your left toes back to lunge, so slow. Arms lift. Good job, guys. The hard parts are over. Fingers frame out your front foot. Press back to downward facing dog. You can rest in child's pose if you'd like to take your very last vinyasa with me. Come forward. Do it with your eyes closed for an extra challenge. Come on down. Scoop up in some way, shape, or form for a baby back bend. Feel free to wiggle around if it feels good for you. Child's back to down dog. All right, from this down dog, left leg rises high, 3-legged dog. Bend your left knee and take your heel towards your right shoulder. Take a big breath in your hip yawn, tenting left fingertips to look out under left armpit if you're able. Replace left palm down. Take a gander at your left pinky and then sweep your left knee out. You're making like a big C here. And land outside left pinky finger. If you get stuck, it's okay. If we got stuck over here, we just help it through. We can always have back knee down, wide lunge, but open your heart, yogis, really open forward. We wanna get light on our hands. So sometimes we end up looking like this, right? Get light on fingers, really energize through the heart, and then breathe up and under your pelvic floor, like you're closing the flow of urine. Pull everything up and in. Right foot steps outside. Yogi squat. I have a little challenge for you. Now, you know, if you're not in yogi squat, you're here in a wide squat. If you'd rather take a break, put some pillows or blocks and just have a seat. If you're here with me in yogi squat, little challenge. Right hand comes back. We lift our hips up into reverse tabletop. Right back to yogi squat. And if you did one, you don't like it, don't do it again. But if you're ready to go, left hand comes behind. Stretch up and over. Come on back down. All right, to yogi squat. Take as much time as you need. Right arm comes back. Lift up. Move your eyes, move your heart, move your arm. Come on down. Last round, yogis. Left hand comes behind. Rise up. Release. Come on back forward. And give yourself a mental pat on the back. Do anything that you need here. We're gonna come into a turtle shell. I'll show you this from the side. From your yogi squat or your wide squat, press your pinkies towards the floor. Drop your chin to your chest. And if you're in yogi squat and you can touch the floor, slide your pinkies forward. Tuck your head so you come into a turtle shell. If you're in a yogi squat, we may have hunkered down and placed our fingers on the ground like a cat round, more like a cat than a turtle, I guess, here. One more big breath in, really trying to spread your shoulder blades. Coming on back up to the squat of your choice, hands down, hips high, wide-legged forward fold. Rolling all the way up so slowly, and if you want to take a swing here, swing there. Kind of like an elephant trunk, just swinging heavily. Arms rise overhead, find your length. Really nice with this wide stance for a back bend, soft knees. Lift up, spread your wings. You might feel a little more capable here. Let the arms fall. Lift your left heel and swing your arms to the right like a rag doll. Right heel lifts, arms swing left. Just a little spinal. release, a swing and wrap. Eyes are gonna stay down here, so you're just kind of letting all the tension fling off of your fingertips. So for those of you that have to leave at 1:55, I want you to leave feeling super empowered from balancing today. So we're gonna do a little tricks up top here. One more swing each way. Okay, so you've just shaken everything off again. Bring your feet back together. Arms rise overhead and a tree pose. So lift up through your left toes. Tree pose can keep toes on floor, heel into ankle. I don't want you to always grab and force, okay? Just see, where does my leg want to go? Wherever it goes, I'm going to apply counter pressure with my left leg to squeeze towards midline. All right, we're in tree pose. And listen, sometimes you'll hear people say, don't put it on your knee, you'll hurt your knee. You're not going to push your right foot in that hard that it's going to hurt your knee. Ideally, off the knee, but if it lands there like mine, it's okay. It's just yoga. Inhale, rise. Eye gaze moves up. I'm going to challenge your balance, yogis. I know you can do this. Eye gaze up. Left heel rises. You heard that right. Let's try. Now for me, I have to look back down. I get my left heel to kind of teeter-totter. I never really get it really good. But if that were the case and I could get up really high and strong, feeling balanced, I would move my eye gaze up. Oh, and if you fall out, just have a giggle at yourself. Re-rise when you can. And it may be that we move our right foot somewhere a little different to refine a heel lifted balancing tree. One more big breath in. Left heel falls. Right arm falls. Eyes look towards the right side. Sweep back to sky. Left arm falls. Eyes look towards the left. Sweep back to sky. Hold your tree legs. Both arms sweep to the right side. And then here I like to either press left hand to right shoulder for a twist, or you can wrap around and grab to help you twist open to the right side. I really like the shoulder because it helps us open across our chest and smile in our collarbones. If you're feeling sensation in your left cheek, you're not alone. Your left calf may be really lighting up. That's a good thing. Come back to the center. Rise through your right knee. Inhale. Exhale, replace your foot. Whoo, and then give yourself a shimmy or a massage, whatever needs a little love. You know, you can do that. It feels really good. Arms rise again. Left toes. I have no surprises. You know what's coming. Tree pose, toes to floor, or at most, if you can get them up here without yanking and cranking, your toes could be all the way up here. We'll work on that. Try to squeeze up. Use your outer hip, your outer thigh. Beautiful. Eye gaze up. Challenge number 1. So if you found a little sway in your branches, embrace that. Challenges are wonderful. That means we're growing in new places. Okay, here goes, yogis. Right heel rises. Be confident. I know you can do this. Remember, you are worthy. You are whole. You are enough. You are balanced. Oh, even a 1 second hold feels so good there. Don't give up. I don't want you to get frustrated, but try again. One more little try. It might be your moment. Right heel back down when you're done with that. Left arm falls to the left side. Eyes follow. Back to the sky. Eyes and arms. Right arm falls to the side. Eyes follow. Rise back up. Strong trees, press right thigh in. We've got this. One more big breath. Lift your knee and release. Well done, yogis. Shake all that out. One more big breath in. Arms rise. Chair pose again. Remember, make it as wide as you need, but we're gonna lift our heels on this one. Sinking down into chair, chest is up, arms are optional. They can be anywhere. Heels rise if you can. If we can't lift both, just lift one heel. Put it back down. Lift the other. But if you're able to, heels rise. And then we're going to kind of play with our balance. I would love eye gaze forward to open your chest. If you're able to from here, we're going to find our seat. Now, if you can't sit, it's okay. Just drop the heels and fall to seated any way you can. Otherwise, we're going to come in between the knees, or we're spreading our knees to get down. And then we're easing ourselves back, a little plopasana, to find ourselves in boat pose. Reach fingertips forward, Lift your heart so you're on the front of your tailbone, and then lift one knee, lift the other, shins parallel to the floor. Open your arms wide today. So we're getting this big chest stretch. You'll find the teeters. Just breathe through that. Tap right toes to floor, rise. Tap left toes to floor, rise. So we're doing a super slow can-can with Can-Can Dancer. So if you get your rhythm and you're feeling pretty good, then speed it up. Optionally, yogis, fingertips can be down this whole time. Hands can be holding thighs. We have 4 more breaths. Stay with it, 3 more breaths. Lift your chest, sit on the front of your tailbone. Last breath in, hold your boat pose. If you can, extend your legs and then start to roll back so you come into low boat. Body down, head and neck elevated, sweep palms towards toes and flex feet. Flex feet, look at your toes, give them a wiggle. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, open the legs, close the legs in low boat. Open and close. If your neck is bothering you, let your head and neck rest and still do this, opening and closing. Outer thighs, inner thighs, using your hips. We have 4 more breaths, in and out. 3 more, and out. My friends, are you able to get 1 more round in? Rebend your knees to 90 degrees, rock forward and try to sit right up into boat, high boat. 2 thumbs up, great. Reach to the sky this time. Yes, guys. All right, so we're going back through it again. Knees at 90 if possible. So if I'm really tired, what could I do? I could have my toes on the floor and do reverse can-can. Straighten from here. Otherwise, knees at 90, tap, return, tap, return. Alternatively, I'm holding my thighs. I'm pressing my fingertips down. We only have 4 more. Okay, a little different low boat scenario on this one now. 2, last one each way, and 1. Extend your legs. Low boat, I like to reach towards my toes and come back. Now, once we get low boat, flex our feet. Looking at your toes, start to scissor legs towards the ceiling. Toes up, heels down, toes up, heels down. Scissoring the legs, optionally rest your head and neck. You have 4 seconds, my friends, hold on. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock side to side, stay on your back, rock side to side. Oh, guys, good work. We're gonna stretch out our bellies, don't you worry. Okay, let all that tension melt away. Let your shoulders get heavy. Press your feet flat to the earth, heels close to buns. If you reach down, maybe you could tickle your heels with your fingers. Press arms wide somewhere and start to roll up. Tailbone tucks towards backs of knees. Lift lower spine, mid spine, upper, and then all the way up to the shoulder blades. Roll your spine right back down. Again, like we're massaging here. 2 more rolls like that. Lift. And release. We're going all the way through this last bridge. Roll all the way down again. And then on the next one, if you feel like you don't want to really work any longer, you can grab pillows or blocks. Put them under your buns for supported bridge. Otherwise, boost all the way up till it feels challenging. Clasp hands under low back if you're able to. Walk up to your shoulders. All right. And if your knees hurt, they may be poking out to the sides. But we're up in bridge. From our bridges, guys, lift your heels. Push through balls of feet. Spread all 10 toes. Release your heels back down. Spread all 10 toes. Lift your heels. Using the balls of feet and the blade edge only. 2 more lifts like that. Sometimes these heel lifts will get more spaciousness in your low back, so you might love that. Last one here. Inhale. And exhale. Heels down. Hold the high bridge. Left knee into chest. I usually have to walk my right foot in a tad to lift left knee to chest. Press your left foot to the sky and use it like a booster to boost you up. Try to push your toes through the ceiling. Open, bright, energetic toes. Rebend left knee. Replace it. Stay lifted. Last exercise, yogis. Right knee to chest. Right toes push to sky. Really brighten up and energize toes. Allow them to pull you skywards. All right, rebend. Right foot lands. Slowly walk off if you have your shoulders tucked under.
I like to stretch my arms overhead here. And then one little section of spine at a time, upper back, mid back, low back. And this time bring your feet wide as your mat, knees steeple together. Allow your back to spread out like honey, really wide, soft and easy. Swish your knees to the left side, swish to the right, windshield wipers. And then let's get another little stretch for our back, yogis. Taking both knees in, this time towards your armpits. Hold on to each kneecap. Bring them on in towards your armpits and just kind of rock around here a bit, moving through the back. Flex your feet and again, stamp them on the ceiling, ankles above the knees. And then let's try to hold on to either the inner arch or the blade edge of foot. If we need to hold our ankles or behind our thighs, that's great. And we're finding happy baby pose. I would like you to pull your legs down with your strong hands and strong biceps. And at the same time, act as if you're gonna kick your feet out of your grasp. So you're really pulling and pushing to get a great counter stretch. Okay, another big pull down on your feet, another big kick up into your hands. It should feel pretty intense. And then just let go of all that push-pull. Get really loose and start to rock side to side through your happy baby. You might topple over to one side. That's okay. Stay there for a second until you're able to roll back out. While we're on our backs, let's take a bound angle, taking soles of feet together. And then if your elbows can touch your knees, try to press them away a little bit. If that's too much, you can always try to close the soles of feet and hold on to the outer thighs, your calves, your ankles. And a little bit of hamstring stretching. For those of you that have to leave at 1:55, this is your last stretch. Straighten your legs to the ceiling. Soften your knees, but pull them high into your thighs, and then hold somewhere on your thighs. Tuck your chin to your chest, lift your nose toward your knees. Flex feet again, really active feet, and then start to bring head back to the earth. Taking legs a little closer with you. Spreading through the back body. Tailbone, shoulders wide and long. So nice here. Yeah, just a double leg stretch. Oh, one more big breath in. On the exhalation, if you can stay, it's 1:55 if you have to get on a call at 1, but if you can stay, right leg lowers. Get that all the way to the ground. If that's too much, foot can be flat, knee bent. If you're leaving, folks, have a wonderful day. Let's grab a hold of this left leg and pull it across our body. Right arm holds left leg somewhere. Left arm falls, and we're gonna go for an outer thigh IT band stretch. Ooh, that's tough, right? Flexing your foot toes to nose can make this feel really great. Yeah, it doesn't go very far, maybe just 6 inches across the center line of your body. Then switch hands, left hand inside the leg, either a half happy baby, or if your leg feels okay, you can let it come out straight. Remember to play with that, because some people like their leg down by the lower end of their mat. Others like it all the way up towards their nose. See what feels best for you for an inner thigh stretch. With support, close your leg. Let's slowly scissor legs, right leg up. Hold on to that one. Left leg straight out or bent with foot flat. Get a great stretch here, my friends. Flex your toes towards your nose. Pull with strong hands and biceps. Left hand to the outer leg, and then just a gentle pull across your body. Another trick I like to do here is take my right thumb and tuck it into my right hip crease. Make an L with your hands, and then you can tuck your thumb into your hip crease and press your hip crease down so it's parallel to the bottom of your mat. That'll give you a lot of length in your hip, openness in your hip while you stretch the outer thigh. Switch arms when you're ready. Right hand comes somewhere on the inner thigh. Left arm sends out. I like to look to the left too, so I feel a bit more balanced. And then half happy baby, a bent leg, or a straight leg if it's okay for your hips. Allow your leg to kind of scoot down, scoot up, see where's your favorite spot today. 2 more breaths in here, and a tiny breath practice at the end of class to take with you for today. On your exhalation, close that leg, re-hug into your tiny little ball, and then make your way to seated however you can get there. If it feels best to roll to your side, spend a second, use your top arm to press up. Any way that you'd like to be seated. I just want to teach you a little breath strategy to finish class with today. There's no rush to seated. If you have time, feel free to lay out, spread out, and take a really nice Shavasana. For those of us that are breathing together, diamond breath is our strategy for today. Our 4 points, the top of the diamond is our nose, bottom of the diamond just under our navel, and sides are as wide as our rib cage. So see your diamond, and then we're going to try to fill it up and expand it in all 4 sections, just as big as the other. Try that breath from the beginning, in through the nose, an audible sigh out. Twice more like that diamond breath. Right up through the tip of your nose, right down through the base of your navel, out through each side body on your audible exhalation. And on the next one, see if you can equally breathe in and out, whether it's 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Counting the breath is a really nice way to stay focused and give yourself those 3 to 5 breaths to really reset your whole mental space and attitude for the day. Last community breath in. Release just as long as your inhalation. Feel gravity taking over. Feel your body settling. Yogis, peace begins with us. So I love that little mantra, peace begins with me, peace begins with you. We can do it just by reestablishing a strong breath connection. Palms meet at heart center, thumbs find heartbeat, and heart rises up to meet the thumbs. Take a moment to be grateful for your strong, balanced, coordinated, beautiful bodies. A little bow to your practice. The light in me, yogis, honors, is grateful to have spent the hour with, and is very inspired by the light that is in each and every one of you. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for joining me for your Friday practice, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll stay on if anyone has any questions or comments or feedback or concerns.